Exactly. Like voice is cracking up and shit like that. Glitching videos and shit.
Yeah,
I'm so tired of this shit.
yeah.
Yeah, this might be the last review on StreamYard. This
Yeah.
might be it. I can't stand this shit, man. Honestly.
When was that album supposed to come? Was it today? I didn't get it.
I'm gonna double check. Hold on, because
Right.
I think it's tomorrow, but I'm gonna double
Oh,
check.
tomorrow? Okay.
Yeah.
And
You
the
already
other one
know.
comes what?
I'm gonna check right now. Hold on. Let me see what's going on. What's good, everybody? This might not even be a too long of a review because nigga gotta watch Power tonight. Yeah, you know how that shit goes. Okay, Ashley's is coming. This and that. Um, so the vinyl is gonna. They said estimated delivery May 1st for the vinyl, and the other one, the album that you like, I don't like, is coming Tuesday. That's what it says. You hear me? You said what?
I didn't hear.
Okay, the vinyl is coming. They said May 1st. That's the estimated
Oh,
delivery, and the other one is coming Tuesday. Another estimated delivery.
all right. So it's not tomorrow.
No, because
Okay.
they fucking fucked up the delivery and shit. So,
Oh, okay.
ugh. Did you already order the one I asked for too?
I got four for you. I got a
Four.
yeah.
Oh shit, I'm special.
It's four. It's gonna be all in one like box.
Oh shit. Ooh, I'm ooh. Swing down, sweet chariot son. Yeah, I was just like, we're gonna save that trash review for later on next week and shit.
Right.
Since we already doing the R&B list. Plus the album's like 20 something songs. I'm just like, hell no. Hell the fuck no.
Oh man.
That can be an episode by itself.
Wow.
I know you like that album. But I just
Okay. The first one at least.
I don't like either.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. Shout out to my nigga Albor. Huh?
TV. Yeah, people just be hitting me up like I'm supposed to know who the hell they are.
Yeah, that shit for the last couple of days. Like got motherfuckers with these mixtape covers always hitting me up talking about we'll give you a free disc. I was like, yo, get the fuck. I'm like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah,
Like,
I got like
God,
fucking psychics hitting me up on Instagram. Like I don't even know who the fuck you is. Fuck
oh,
out
I
of
had
here.
psychic hit me up. I
Phoenix Warrior Melina. Who the fuck is this bitch?
She wants to tell your future, try.
Fuck that. I don't believe in that shit. niggas is funny, dude. It's
Jamie
funny.
Foxx, keep your head
What happened to Jamie Foxx?
up. He had a health scare and he was sent to the hospital.
Oh yeah, what
But they,
he was
yeah,
doing drugs.
they say he's fine now. I think he just has. I was reading up on it. I didn't finish reading up on it yet though. But yeah, as long as he's fine, that's all that matters.
Right. I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, I know Sam mentioned it last night.
Sam mentioned everything like
No,
he's working for fucking E News and shit. Y'all not getting paid to be spreading the rumors like that.
I cannot wait for the next week and a half. I am going to have Janet Jackson sweat all over me.
Janet Jackson sweat.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah, I've been waiting all my whole life for this moment. Again, shout out to the R&B representatives. Shout out
Yeah.
to them. Y'all check out my nigga Al Gore. He's podcaster. I had an interview with earlier. He has a dope podcast called Eyes Closed. Y'all check that shit out.
Al Gore. I'm about to say Al Gore.
No, not that Al Gore. Not that Al
Al
Gore.
Gore. Fuck me, we talk about Al Gore.
Al Jor. I think his
Nigga
name is
Al Gore.
Al Jor. That's his name. I kept saying Al Gore.
Oh, I was about to say Al Gore.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hot tea. Q said Isley Brothers keep it on the down low or R. Kelly and Isley Brothers contagious.
I think we heard them before. You asking the shit we ain't listen to.
I'm gonna have to go with contagious to give it a buck with you. Boy, if I had a day, I just want to stay home and watch stupid movies all day.
Uh,
Oh, so next week is the collection video.
yes.
Yes. I'll let you know the date tomorrow once Ashley gives me her work schedule.
Mm-hmm.
The words of the Mary Jane girls, I can't wait to get it on. All night. Sam said Abbott Elementary is the bomb. I love that show. Last night's episode had me rolling. But you know what I hate about these stupid ass mixtape covers, motherfuckers,
Mm.
album covers. So I worked with one of them just to work with one, right? This motherfucker gonna have the audacity to say, "Well, my business, we always accept a tip." I'm just like, "Oh, that's nice." Block.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nigga, don't be asking me no fucking tip, nigga.
Right.
Like, ugh. And then he's gonna have the nerve. He's gonna have the nerve to really hit me up back and say, "I'm still waiting for my tip." I was like, "Well, you can still wait and shit."
Like you ain't getting one.
Right? Like, nigga, don't be asking me
You
no
want a
fucking
tip.
tip. That don't make me want to work for your ass again,
Fucking tip.
bitch.
You want a tip? Get a new job, nigga.
Bitch. I'm about to start this shit in about 5 minutes. Yeah. I'm just ready for this Freaknik documentary. That's the shit I'm waiting for.
I got people in trouble back in the day.
For real, man. I want to see who was up in that Freaknik and shit.
That's
That's what I
that's how
want to
Usher got herpes. He was out there getting his freak
see.
on.
Chill,
You know,
chill.
he at the end of confessing. You know,
There was a picture of Kanye tapping some ass and shit too and shit.
wow. Kanye was out there too.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Everybody was out there. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if R. Kelly was out there and shit.
Right.
As long as the girls are of age. Honestly, I want something like Freaknik to happen again. Honestly. I want to
They
experience
ain't doing
Freaknik.
that shit again. The May is not having that shit out there again.
It was a moment in history.
That was a moment in time. They not doing that shit again out there. Right now.
COVID really done ruined everything and shit.
What the fuck?
See, now you got me singing that song.
What, Rich Girl?
Yes, sir. It's a good song.
Rich Girl.
You can rely on an old man's money.
You can rely on the old man. It's a rich girl.
Lost without you.
No,
Okay.
no people there, right?
Rich girl.
How you go from Joel? Not Joel.
Somebody else.
Young, the young gunners.
StreamYard was just fucking up. What were you saying?
I was saying the Young Guns sampled that on their first album.
Oh, now I remember that shit. Somebody else said, "Oh no, that was Be Legit." He sampled "Say with Smile." I got that
Mm-hmm.
mixed up.
Yeah. Jewel said, I think Jewels was on that song with the Young Guns, if I'm not mistaken.
That
It's been
sounds
years since
about.
I
That
heard
sounds
that
right.
album.
Yeah, I never even heard the album. To be real the buck.
Yeah.
Nothing against the young guns because they were
The album
cool.
was
I
good.
just
Both of their albums were good. Yeah, the album was good.
I'll check it out one day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, I'm ready to start whenever you are, boss.
All right.
YouTube, internet, social media, wherever the guys are you watching this shit. How's everybody doing? This is your boy right here, the first black man ever kicked out of YouTube for a soap opera. Reg in the building. Then I got my homeboy Try with me.
It was
You
good.
know, it's a rock review, so who knows what he's gonna say tonight? You know what I'm saying? Um, so I talked about this for eons and months. I said I was not going to talk about this album unless I got it in my collection. Da-da-da-da. David Bowie, Scary Monsters and Super Creeps. This album came out September 12th, 1980 on RCA Records. It was produced by David Bowie and Tony Visconti. You know what I'm saying? He was helped out with Bowie in a lot of his past albums. It was known for singles such as Ashes to Ashes, Fashion, Scream Like a Baby was a B-side, Scary Monsters and Super Creeps Because You're Young was a B-side, and Up the Hill Backwards. Um, it has like a lot of interesting personnel. You know, you have David Bowie on vocals, Dennis Davis on drums, George Murray on bass, Carlos Alomar on leading guitars, Robert Fripp. You guys should know Robert Fripp. He was part of the group King Crimson. Dope, very dope. Progressive rock group. You know, you had Roy Benton on piano. You had George Murray on bass, Chuck Hammer on guitar synthesizer. Pete Townsend of The Who did guitar on Because You're Young.
Mm.
Tony Visconti on acoustic guitar. A couple backing vocals from Lynn Maitland, Chris Porter, and Makai Harada. All right, so I don't need to tell you guys who David Bowie is. I've done pretty much every album except his first three. You know what I'm saying? Those are coming very soon. I don't know when. Those is coming, but this is like right after the Berlin trilogy, which consists of Low, Heroes, and Lodger.
Right.
So after the release of this album, you know what I'm saying? You know, he pretty much like traveled to New York City to like work on this one, and Tony Visconti was also like, you want to get like a commercial, you have to get like a commercial outing, you know what I'm saying? Because as iconic as like the Berlin trilogy was, as iconic as the Berlin trilogy was at that time, I mean, now commercially it wasn't that hitting. Commercially, it wasn't really hitting a lot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it did good commercially, like in the UK, but like in the US, it was kind of. I mean, it was kind of middling. So
It was kind of
they
in.
want like. You said what?
It was kind of in.
Yeah, like not good, but I mean, not bad. But at the same time, like compared to like the Ziggy Stardust,
Right.
the Young Americans and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like a less sales were like lesser than that era. And the Berlin era had like a huge following in the UK because he was experimenting with like a lot of more abstractual sounds. So yeah, when it
Right.
came to this album, right here, you know what I'm saying? It was the first one without Brian Eno, and to me, Brian Eno was like the main ingredient to what made the Berlin trilogy work. You know what I'm saying? Just like because at that time he was doing like a lot of dope shit, especially with like Talking Heads. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So he worked with like a variety. Damn it! I'll call my mom later. Damn it! He was working with like a variety
Oh,
of musicians. So what?
what do you think? I just saw the interview come up in the timeline.
The interview I did earlier.
Yeah, he got to over 12,000 views to it right now.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Lashia liked it. Lashia, shout out to Lashia. She liked the interview.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never heard
She
of
loved
you.
it. She said,
AJ Go. You said Al Gore.
yeah, AJ Gore.
AJ Gore.
Excuse me. Yeah, excuse my fault. My fault. AJ Gore. But yeah, Lashia sent me some heart
That's a good
emojis.
look.
With the
That's
and
a
I
good
think
look. The Eyes Closed podcast.
right.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's a good
man.
look right there.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna call my mom after I talk about the summary of this album and shit though. But yeah, man. With this album right
Right.
here, he pretty much wanted like a more grounded rock album. You know what I'm saying? Which I call it more like a guitar driven album compared to like some of the previous Bowie album. Like this was like more guitar driven as like the Hunky Dory all the way to Aladdin Sane, in my opinion. And
Right.
so, um, yeah, man. I know when this album first came out, a lot of people dug the album. It was pretty groundbreaking as well too, especially when it came to like the earliest music videos, which we'll talk about that when we talk about that. So this is the album right here. David Bowie, it had like an artsy style, you know what I'm saying? Um, this is like the perfect image for this album. I'm just gonna be real with you because like this whole album is pretty artsy in itself. And I want to say this is actually a reissue. I don't know which reissue this is. Yeah, man. Y'all remember what lyrics and booklet?
You say, is it colored vinyl?
No, it was no Colin Vine.
Yeah, right. Lyrics on vinyl, right? A forgotten thing.
Yeah.
You know what I
So
mean?
yeah. So give me a second. Let me just check my mom right quick.
All right.
Of course, it went straight to voicemail. Of course. But yeah, man. So yeah.
Oh,
So this
Mr. Live, you ain't even tell me.
you said what?
I didn't know you was going live with dude.
Yeah. I didn't know I was gonna go live with it either because I thought his podcast was like pre-recorded. If I would have known I was gonna go live, I would have sent an announcement
Right.
earlier.
That's a good look. He got 51.1K. That's great.
Yes,
That's a good
sir.
look.
Yes, sir. Indeed.
Okay.
All right. So this album right here has about 10 tracks. Yeah, 10 tracks. So let's get this shit started. Track number one is No Game Part One. Very nice way to kick off the album. Just judging from the sound, it was very guitar driven. You know what I'm saying? Like very like apocalyptic kind of sounding. Robert Fripp of the King Crimson, he did the lead guitar on this one. You know, yeah, man. So pretty much this was actually an unreleased song titled "Tide of My Life." That was supposed to
Yeah.
came out like around the mid 70s, but he wrote that like around his early 60s and shit. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And the lyrics was actually spoken in Japanese by some cat named Makai Harada. but it was like David Bowie who pretty much did the English translation. Pretty much just screaming it out and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
And yeah, this is a very, very, very nice track right here. It's actually a lot of these songs. I'm gonna be real with you. There's not really a bad song on this record, in my personal opinion. Songs definitely had a very hard rock edge, which I feel like David Bowie kind of does his best work when he has like that hard rock kind of feel to his music.
mm.
So yeah, very, very dope track.
Yeah, it was dope. I like the beat for it. You know, I don't know what the hell he be saying, but I like the beat.
Yeah, that beat was fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, very, very, very dope shit. So now we're gonna get into track number two, which is "Up in the Hill Backwards." Again, another very great song right here. You know what I'm saying? I love the unconventional rhythm and melody that he had on this record right here too. Again, you had more great work from Robert Fripp and even Tony Visconti. Pretty much did the acoustic guitar for this one right here too. Originally, the song was supposed to have been called "Cameras in Brooklyn" originally, but he changed it to Up in the Hill Backwards. Um, yeah, man. Again, it had like a very new wave kind of feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was definitely experimenting a lot with the new wave when it came to starting with like feel like the larger album, in my personal opinion.
yeah.
So, excuse me, very, very, very great song. I love it.
It was dope. I like the beat. You know the melodies on it. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
it was real trippy.
yeah, very, very trippy indeed.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So now we're gonna get into the title track, "Scary Monsters and Super Creeps." This was a very interesting track right here. It had like a very haunting kind of feel to it. Like I feel like this was Thriller before Thriller. And
yeah,
I'm not trying to say MJ bit David Bowie. That's not what I'm trying to say. But just the haunting atmosphere, of the song itself. I feel like
yeah.
it kind of reminded me of that length. You know what I'm saying?
You dare mention Thriller?
Yes, I dare mention Thriller.
Wow,
Yes.
wow.
Now, which one's the better song? Of course, I'm going to go with Thriller. Of course. Just go on. I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna
Okay,
catch up. She's
all
getting
right.
on my last. This
What track we on?
Scary Monsters.
What track we on? Scary Monsters was dope. I don't think it sounded like Thriller, but it was definitely different. It was definitely a different type of track. You know. Yeah, track three. Yeah. Sam, you probably the only one in here that heard this album. What's your favorite track from it?
Okay, sorry about that. Love my mom. But I have to start putting this phone on do not disturb when I'm doing these reviews and shit. But that's only the few people I would leave the stream just for. Just letting y'all know.
Right, right.
Q said, I agree. I never said it sounded like Thriller. I said it reminded me of Thriller. That's what. Jesus Christ. Jesus
This is
Christ.
why I just ignore him, bro. I don't even know why you even read his comments.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Like I
Lord.
said, the haunting atmosphere, it just reminded me of Thriller. I love how dark those synths. Um, what they said the song was about was like how it's pretty much about this guy who dates a girl, but pretty much he becomes so fucking obsessed with her that the girl just becomes a recluse and she leaves the
Right,
guy, but then at the same time her mind just transcends into madness, if that makes sense. And
right.
this song definitely reminded me of, out of all the songs on this album, it definitely reminded me of something from Logic. Because like the beat, how scarce those synths were, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a very trippy, like you mentioned, it's a very trippy track, and
Mm,
it's one of my favorites. There's like literally four songs I can say is like some of my favorites, and this is like literally one of them.
right.
Yeah, what were you saying about this track?
No, I was saying it was cool. I don't think it was cool. It was different, definitely. I mean, that's what you got to expect from David. So
Right. Yeah, man. Had to get that out. Had to get it out of my system and shit because I knew somebody was going to be up in arms about the Thriller comment. But okay, I thought it was mostly going to be from you, but
you know, well, I'm not
uh,
a huge David Bowie fan. If I was, I would probably debate it, but I don't think nobody is fucking with Thriller. I think that was just a Michael's on a different galaxy with that shit.
yeah, definitely.
You had people trying to copy it though.
Oh yeah, of course.
You
Spoiler alert. You know what? I'm going to say I feel like Ray Parker with the Ghostbusters theme song. I feel like he was trying to copy Thriller a little bit.
know, like,
Call me crazy, but
mm,
mm. Even Rockwell, somebody's watching me.
right.
What y'all know about that? What y'all know about Rockwell?
Rockwell, yes. Michael's on that shit. That's really a Michael hit song.
It really is.
He gave that away. He was like, "Here, take this, Rockwell." You
Honestly,
know,
that's what everybody remembers from that song because this nigga was talking about what
yeah,
up? He had that big British accent. First of all, I'm
yeah,
just like,
weird.
what the fuck is up with this accent?
It was weird.
Get out of here.
It's a Halloween song.
Right. People
You
even
know what I
forget
mean?
Jermaine did back vocals on that song too.
They try to get Jermaine on there.
No, Jermaine was also on the song. He did backing vocals with Michael.
Oh, was he? I didn't know.
People
I thought it was
always
just
forget.
Michael on there.
People
I didn't know
always
that.
forget. Yeah.
Wow. I never had nobody mention Jermaine on the song. It's always Michael.
My point exactly. My point
That's crazy.
exactly. Put Jermaine next to Michael, they're always gonna notice the younger brother and shit.
Right.
All right. Next track, Ashes to Ashes. Very great song. One of his signature songs, in my opinion. The true sequel to Space Oddity. You know what I'm saying? Because he revisits his character Major Tom. This time, Major Tom is like has a drug addiction. You know what I'm saying? He's just sprung out of his mind. You know, and there was like a lot of rumors really about if this song was really about David Bowie, because we all know that Bowie went through his issues with like coke during like
Mm,
the Young Americans, Thin White Duke, I mean Station to Station era, you know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much an interesting song. But the real reason why this song is as notable as it was because of the fact that it had that music video. And I'm gonna be real with you, this was back in 1980, and MTV. This was before MTV. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the video definitely looked like it could have been made like in like the mid 80s. You know what I'm saying? It was a very,
Right.
very, very hot video, and it was very expensive for its time too. So must must listen to your collection. One of my all-time favorite songs from David Bowie, classic.
Yeah, it was dope. After the Ashes, it was a nice song. I enjoyed it.
Yes, yes. All right. Next track, Fashion. Fashion. Turn to the left. Fashion.
Fashion.
Turn to the
Turn to
right.
the right. Fashion.
Mm, we got a red. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah, that's
Let
the
me
song
tell
I
you.
like. I like that one.
Yeah, this is my fucking shit. You know, this was pretty much his response to like the new wave, new romanticism fashion that was happening in the early '80s when it came to like the UK and shit. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? This is how a rock artist should transition into the '80s, in my opinion. Kiss,
right.
take notes. And let me stop because
Oh,
creatures. I like creatures of the night though. I like creatures of the night, but
mm,
yeah, man. But he definitely had like a little funk in this kind of song, in my opinion.
yeah,
It's like he was already trying to test some shit for the Let's
right.
Dance era. You know what I'm saying? Because it
Yeah,
definitely has something like it definitely reminded me of something he would have done on the Let's Dance album. Stay tuned on that review. Very, very, very dope track. And again, this was also promoted with a very dope music video and shit too, which the music video is one of the most trippiest shits you would ever see, in my
right.
opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I love it. I love the video. I love the song. My second favorite song off this whole album. We
definitely,
gotta
definitely. One. They had like a disco beat to it. It was danceable. I love the chorus, and yeah, like the rock guitars on there, and it was definitely like uh probably my favorite track on this album. You know,
nah,
I liked it. Definitely a solid cut.
yeah, man. Like this might be a top five song from the Bowie and shit because this
Yeah,
song right here, it just always gets you in a groove like that. The guitar and crazy thing, I
yeah,
didn't at first when I first heard it, I didn't know what to think of it when I first heard it. You know what I'm saying?
right.
'Cause I thought he was trying to do up a new dance, but then over the years, I just came to appreciate this song right here. Started humming it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this was Bowie at his finest. Like I said,
Yeah,
not a lot of rock artists survived that MTV era, but it's like he was years ahead of the MTV era. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But yeah. Track number 6 is Teenage Wildlife. Oh my god, this album just keeps on coming and keeps on coming and shit with some hot shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, this is actually the longest track on the album, and it's actually his second at that time his second longest song next to the title tracks of Station to Station. You know what I'm saying? There's some controversy when it came to this song. Gary Newman, the dude from the group The Cars, if I'm not mistaken, he thought that Bowie was trying to like make fun of him when it came to this song. You know what I'm saying? Um, Pretty much just based on excuse me, because like the lyrics just talking about how the youth don't know what they're doing. It's like the youth don't know which direction they're going to. Just paraphrasing, and I want to say like the style of the song had like a Cars feel to it, which
Right.
I don't know. I don't really go that fucking far, but still, I felt like. Oh no! He wasn't from the Cars. He was from this new wave band called Tubeway Army. Excuse me, but yeah, this was a very hot joint right here. This definitely one of my favorites of the album as well.
Yeah, this was a dope joint. I enjoyed it. Definitely had a nice beat to it. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, not really that much to say about it.
Right.
Facts. All right, track number 7, "Scream Like a Baby." Now, out of all of the songs on this album, this might be the most vintage Bowie song on this record. Just based on the beat, just based on like the experimentation. And what this song was talking about was pretty much a gay couple living like in this fascist environment, and a lot of people are looking at them with envy. And then the protagonist is this guy named Sam. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he feels like he's just trapped. It's like he feels like he's just trapped, because of who his lifestyle. He feels like he can't really express himself based on his lifestyle. So, excuse me, it definitely had like a very hard rock kind of post punk kind of feel to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Definitely a highlight in my opinion.
yeah, this was dope. I like the beat.
Yeah, definitely a very hot beat and shit. Track number 8, Kingdom Come. My absolute favorite song off this whole album. But I was kind of slightly disappointed when I found out it was a cover. It's a cover of this song by Tom Ballerine. You know what I'm saying? But David Bowie, he just added his own special touch to it. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy too because Tom Verlaine, I don't know if I'm saying his last name right. Bear with me. He was supposed to actually play lead guitar on the Kingdom Come version, but Bowie did not like his guitar, and he actually asked Robert Fripp to come instead. You know what I'm saying? Who I believe Robert Fripp is actually the MVP when it came to this album and stuff. Because a lot of his guitar work on this album was just reminiscent of like Mick Ronson. Now he's no Mick Ronson, who you guys don't know was like David Bowie's main guitarist,
Mm.
but at the same time he added like a more atmospheric, spacey acoustics, to David Bowie's style. And David Bowie was already an out there character, in my opinion. So yeah, man. This is actually a very hot song. I love, love, love this record right here too. Um, vocally, this might be the best song off this whole album as well too. Yeah, man. Like I said, this song, Fashion, Ashes to Ashes, and Scary Monsters are my favorite ones. If I had to pick a favorite, it might be this one.
Yeah, this was dope. Beat was nice. The vocals, you know,
Let me find out that you like this album and shit, man, because
yeah. So it's okay.
I was actually expecting a little worse.
You never know with Bowie.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
Now, I know when we talk about Let's Dance, though, I know that's your album and shit, right?
I think that was the first one I heard from him. It was that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's coming. I want to see if I can get that in my collection though, because I have a
Yeah.
strong feel like I get that shit. But yeah, Bowie's king. That's all I gotta say. Um, Next track, Because You're Young. This has guitar work from Pete Townsend of The Who. Very dope rock group in my opinion. You know, pretty much what I got from this record was the fact that it's again talking about relationships between the young people and how the young people are like free in love, you know what I'm saying, have that lifestyle, but then at the same time, it's like it comes with a price, you know what I'm saying, because you might love somebody too hard that you might end up suffocating them and shit too. So
Uh,
it definitely is a very interesting kind of song, and I definitely love it. Another highlight.
yeah, it had a nice beat to it.
Yes,
It
sir.
was, it was dope.
All right. And now the last track is No Game Part 2. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a reprise of part one. You know what I'm saying? I kind of prefer part one over part two, but at the same time, vocally, he still did his thing on this one.
Right.
What I got from this one is like, even though he's upset with how the world is going, there's nothing he can really do, just have to live with it. You know what I'm saying? So, pretty dope way to end off the album, if you ask me.
Yeah, it was dope. I like the track. You know.
Definitely. And that's all the tracks off this album. Overall, classic album. Dare I say, my favorite rock in the 80s. Dare I say, Bowie just keeps getting better and better. You know what I'm saying? This was his reintroduction to the 80s. Like he just came to the 80s like Nothing happened. I love the guitar. Like I said, this was like a more of a guitar heavy album, and I loved how it was a lot more grounded, like a grounded rock album. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I love the Berlin era. Don't get the Berlin era was dope. You know what I'm saying? But like to the casual Bowie listener, it might be a bit too experimental for them. Dare I say, if you do want to get into Bowie, this might be one of the first albums you might want to start with too. Dare I say, like this is a 5 mic masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? This is a 5 mic album, classic album. Don't give a damn what nobody says.
Of course you don't.
Hmm?
So of course you don't. Yeah, we had some drinks I liked on here. That was dope.
Yes, sir. How much would you give it?
Fashion is my favorite track on there. Fashion and the teenage wildlife. That was dope. Ashes to ashes. You have some drinks. Yeah.
Yeah, man. This is a very hot album and shit. It's like he just was influenced by like the B-52s and the Talking Heads. They wanted to do like a whole new wave album, even though he kind of added some touches with the larger album and shit too. So,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna stay on until about midnight because I'm about to meditate before I watch this Power.
And, and Powers tonight.
Yes, I'm ready. I want Lorenzo to be pop.
Yeah. I
Did you
think they're
see?
gonna say that. I'm surprised they even had somebody find out it was him so early. 'Cause I thought for sure they would have saved that for the season finale. But
Yeah, they might have.
now that Kane knows, I wonder if he's gonna try to take out Kane or something happened to Kane this season.
No, I would not be surprised.
Cause Lorenzo gonna get tired of listening to Kane, and there's gonna be some shit to go down. And I think people just waiting to find out when Monet finds out.
Same.
Like, how is it gonna happen? Is Kane gonna tell her? Is Lorenzo gonna feel too guilty that he goes to her and tell her, like, how is she gonna find out? Is what's his name? Is McLean gonna tell her? How is she gonna find out?
I have a feeling it's gonna be Tyreek.
So you think Tariq gonna tell her?
Yes,
Interesting,
I just have a weird feeling.
interesting. Are we gonna find out who killed Carrie?
Man, that's
They
another
ain't
story.
show, they ain't show who we assuming it was Monet, but they ain't show who killed her.
Mm. Shit.
You know what I mean?
Did you watch the new episode of Bel Air yet?
No, I gotta watch the last two. I missed last week, and I gotta watch the new
Man, your boy Carlton spiraling.
one.
Your boy Carlton spiraling, man.
Crazy.
You know who was one of the sexy. I was talking to my brother-in-law. I say, Coco Jones is sexy as fuck, but I knew I'm there, bitch, man. She got an ass on her. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Coco Jones is sexy, yo.
Yes, yes.
For sure. For sure.
But yeah, y'all, you have to watch that beef show too on Netflix. Yeah, that's like the best show on Netflix right now. Okay, Jay-Z's Volume 2 just been certified 6 times platinum. Okay.
That's crazy. I thought it was already 6 times platinum at this point.
So I was working on a new show. I just started pre-recording and shit.
Uh,
It's actually two new shows. But one of the new shows is gonna be called. I haven't had a name for it, but it's gonna be looking back at like the Grammy Awards for certain rap rap categories and see where it went wrong and
right.
shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kick it off. I'm gonna
Mm,
start it off with like talking about the first rap album Grammys award that happened in 1996. This shit
right.
too. So I'm hoping to drop that next week because, like I said, I've been working on this beef episode for months on end. I've been going through a lot of bullshit. Like I said, like
Right.
recipes, like that's happened left and right, and then you bust my ass at work and you work on. Like I just been so fucking busy. But yes, the beef
Yeah.
episode is coming tomorrow. The new season starts tomorrow because I
Okay.
have to
Cool.
ready some episodes around too because I decided like to redo some shit. I'm gonna start off with the Larry Hagman episode, and after that, I'll talk about Lil Kim and Foxy Brown beef. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So everyone can stop asking me, when's the next beef episode gonna come out? I was like, nigga, facts. And then
Oh man.
I'm also working on this thing called deciphering the influences, where I take certain artists and examine the influences, how the artists are being influenced by one another.
Right.
I'm hoping to drop this sometime in the summertime too. You know what I'm saying? So,
All right.
and then,
Yeah.
I've just been working on getting a more marketing and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Just dropped the new single, The Masquerade, a couple weeks ago. So,
Right.
try to work on the visuals. Hopefully by next week, next month. Since the bank wants to play game with my money, I have to recuperate some funds. So, right after this whole fucking vacation, when I go see my future wife and shit like that, Miss Janet Jackson, shit.
Right.
Definitely gonna get down and dirty. You know what I'm saying? Down and dirty.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Sam said, "Have you seen Freddy Got Fingered?" I don't like that movie. To be real with you, I don't
What is
fucking
that?
like that movie. I think that's a movie with the Seth Green, whatever his name is.
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those whack ass movies that the early 2000s movie. You know.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Also, next week is the collection. Tom Green. Yeah, that's his name. Next week is the
What happened to
collection
him?
video.
Um,
I have no idea. He was never
wasn't
that
he
funny to me
married to
anyway.
like he was married to Drew Barrymore or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Tom Green. I
He
haven't
never
seen
that.
him in years.
Yeah. And let it be that way.
Uh,
I can't wait for Sunday. We're gonna talk about Shalimar's Three for Love album.
right.
I'm loving these Shalimar reviews now. Like we just got rid of the disco era. Now we're gonna be in the R&B era.
Right.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out to R&B representatives. Can't wait for that interview next week, next month.
Yes.
Finally, a good podcast that talks about good R&B and shit, man.
Yeah, man. You know, if I'm on it, I'm gonna tell you it's good, yo. So they definitely know they should. We need to have them
Yes, they
on
will.
here. I would love to get them on here, but they probably be asleep at this time.
You never know. You never know.
So now B they talking some real shit right here. This is what I like.
Are you talking about the Jay-Z shit?
Yeah. Volume 1 is definitely his most underrated to me. You
Yeah,
know,
Volume 1 is. Underrated. Oh, they're on YouTube too. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. Okay. I'm staying on for about 5 more minutes. Oh yes. What y'all talking about in chat? Y'all almost just talking about the album. Okay. Your family's doing good?
Yeah, they good. I'm chilling.
That's what's up.
Yeah. How's your family? How's your family doing?
They're doing good. I just saw my sis, brother-in-law, and niece.
Nice.
Everybody's doing good.
That's what's up.
Mhm. Yeah, man. what's- that movie, that new Chris Tucker movie, Air,
Mm,
that's coming up this week and shit. Hopefully,
yeah,
that movie is.
I'm gonna check that out. It looks good. You got Ben Affleck in it. Matt Damon.
Sam said, "What's your favorite characters on Abbott Elementary?" Janine, Gregory, Ava, Barbara. Honestly, yeah, all them characters. But those are like my top characters, honestly.
Yeah,
Even at even Jacob, I like Jacob sometimes.
mm, yeah,
The summertime's about to come up very soon.
yeah. It was 80. I think it was 86 here today.
Oh
It's
wow.
gonna be 81 tomorrow. We getting a little glimpse of summer, and then it's gonna go right back to the 60s next week.
Yeah, man. I know tomorrow's gonna rain here.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, man. Definitely gotta work on some other shit too. You ready to talk about Mariah Carey shit? Mm.
yeah. We're gonna break down her shit. But we
Yeah,
already did. We did like the discography breakdown years ago,
yeah. But this time I was like, let's do the reviews and shit.
like her albums. So you
Yep.
do you do all the albums or just certain ones?
I'm doing everything. I'm gonna do 1990 to 2005. Take a little break and come back to Atlanta discography on.
Okay.
Yeah, because them latter albums gonna be on chore to listen to.
That's for sure. I'm gonna be skipping through them shits like what? Nope. Skip next.
Da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know what? I'm just gonna end this off right now. In case you guys don't know, I have an episode of Jay-Z and R. Kelly's Unfinished Business. Wait, excuse me. Best of Both Worlds, excuse me. As an episode by itself. I don't want to deal with a 20 something song album before the collection video because as much trash as on that album, I'm gonna be kind of irritated. I'm like, yo, I just want to show these albums off.
Yeah,
So
right. It's gonna fuck up your mood.
yeah.
Yeah,
So then part 9 is gonna be with the collection video and stuff like that too. So definitely cannot wait for that. Definitely gonna go album shopping this weekend. Get a few shits online. Amazon Prime member. Might get that shit the next day. Shout out to Eric because Eric sent me some shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Eric just
right.
sent me some shit.
Nice.
I gotta send him one more album this weekend and whatnot, and he's gonna love me for this one. That's all I'm gonna say. And you over here talking about you're gonna give me 4 albums. I'm kind of interested to
Well,
see.
it's 3 vinyl and 1 CD in the package in the
Ooh,
box. You
oh, you just spoiling me.
know,
Ooh.
what I'm
And,
saying?
and you got my new address right, the 4512 Printer Lane, right?
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Why did I just say my address? Well, I didn't say what city it was, so fuck it.
Man, niggas ain't sending you shit. They ain't sending you shit. These motherfuckers broke on you. They ain't sending you a damn thing.
Shit. Minus the motherfuckers that donated to the channel and shit.
Right. Minus the ones that donate, like Christian and Mike.
Mike
Salute to them.
and a couple of other niggas overseas too sent me some shit.
You know, if you're expecting something
Yeah.
from Q, he don't even have a fucking light in his house. He ain't definitely ain't sending you shit.
Shit. That's why I haven't done Restless by Exhibit yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Pay up, nigga.
All right, but yeah, man. So then also next week, I'm gonna try to have a DJ stream next week. It's been a while since I've actually done a DJ stream. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I don't want to do it on StreamYard. I'm going to actually. This might be the last video on StreamYard because I'm so tired of StreamYard and its bullshit. Because today has been fairly good today, but I thought it was a Wi-Fi issue, but it's like I don't know what's going on. It's like so glitchy and shit like that. I'm just like, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try out that one. I'm gonna do a test run, possibly sometime this week with a new stream. Is the new one you sent me? Is it free?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I need to know. All right, so this might be the last one on StreamYard. Yeah, fuck this bullshit. I never liked StreamYard. Never liked it.
Facts.
Yeah, man. Also, next Sunday we're going to talk about Shalimar's 4th album, 3 for Love. No, excuse me. Yeah, 4th album, 3 for Love. I don't know. I think they call it 3 for Love because technically the very first Shalimar album, niggas don't count that shit, but that's another story for a different day. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to hear some silky smooth ballads, harmonizing, Sunday is gonna be the right place for y'all. Also too. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to mention. So the Honeymooners review is gonna be early May. It's gonna be
Nice.
early
I
May.
can't wait.
So
One of my favorite shows ever. Black and
yes,
white shows.
yes, yes. You know what? The classic 39 right here,
Oh, you got
baby.
it on DVD. Nice.
Yeah. And
Nice.
then I definitely want to do Cheers. One of my favorites as well. Late May, early June too.
You
You
do
know what I'm
cheer?
saying?
That's what you do?
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. I thought you said cheer.
I know how much you love that show. You know.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get drunk for that one.
I mean,
You know, it took place at a bar. Hey, when in Rome, why not?
I mean, that show gave me one of my favorite Jay with the Damager lines. He's like, lots of fun. He said some shit like, got me feeling like Norm Peterson. Lots of fun, lots of drink, lots of cheers. Like
Yeah.
some shit like that from the I'm the Man song and shit. So yeah, man.
That's the only thing I like about the show is the song.
What I'm saying, man. Shit. That's the only thing you like for the show.
Everybody knows your name.
You know what I noticed?
Uh,
The shows that you hate, like Taxi and Cheers, you like the theme
I
song.
like the song. Yeah, the theme song was iconic. I remember the theme
Yeah.
song. Even Mash. Mash theme song was iconic too.
Oh, I
I just
love
don't like
Mash.
the fucking show. You know what I'm saying?
I love when 3 6 Mafia sampled that shit too. That was ill as fuck though.
What song was that for? That they sampled?
I it's gosh, it's something from Mystics. I gotta relook at it. I gotta
Okay.
find it again. So either from Mystic Cells or the
Uh-huh.
one from '97. But
Wow.
yeah, man. Mash's theme song, that shit is
Yeah.
dark as fuck though. It fits the
Yeah.
show like Suicide is Painless. Have you ever heard the vocal version of the song?
Nah.
I gotta
They
send that
have
shit
one?
to you. Yeah, they have a song that said, "Well, suicide is painless. It's
Oh wow.
really, really painless."
But
That's
they
like no
never
wonder why.
played that ever on the show though.
Hell no, because
Yeah. That's crazy.
I'm not the biggest Mash fan like that either. But I respect what it did for sitcom. That's all I'm gonna say. But I do feel like it got overly preachy towards later of its run.
Right.
But Cheers is like Cheers is just like the grand sitcom right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Right.
I don't give a fuck what no one said. Like Taxi walked so Cheers can run. That's the best way I can put it. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine that two of the shows you don't like. You know,
Right.
linked to one another.
Mhm. What a concept.
Hell, Danny DeVito and Ree Perlman. You know,
Right.
they
Right.
got married.
Facts.
And then,
Did they got married during that time when they were making those shows?
yeah, like 1982, they got married, I believe.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then after Cheers, I'm thinking of doing Steve Harvey's show. I'm thinking of doing
The
that.
other show was good. I watched it.
Yeah. Other shows that's coming up, I got Hey Arnold. I got I'm thinking about doing Get Smart. Thinking of doing I'm debating on I might do the Cosby Show too. I've been in the Cosby Show, man.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Woo! Let me stop.
The pinnacle of sitcoms right there.
Yes. Then
The black sitcom.
Night Court is also on the list too.
Night Court, yeah. Have you seen the new one or no?
I've seen about 2 episodes.
It's not the same, right?
It gave me the first episode gave me a few laughs, but
Right.
I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna give it a chance. But
Yeah.
I'm just tired of all these reboots and sequel shows that nobody asked for and shit.
Nobody asked for it, right?
Yeah, because Night Court, you can't replicate a show like Night Court. I mean, come on, man.
It's true.
Right. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this review. We talked about David Bowie's Scary Monsters. Y'all can pick that album out. It's still in print. I think they re-released it on vinyl like a couple years ago too. I'm gonna see you guys on Sunday. Like I said, I might do a test run if I do this. Get this new streamer. I gotta work all night, Friday and Saturday. So who knows? God knows when I'll do it. In the words of Brian Wilson, God only knows. Appreciate this try as usual, and I'll make sure I will send you the first season of Cheers, so you'll love it.
Oh Lord, please don't. Please don't.
Come on, man.
Oh God.
I know Mike will love it. I know Mike loves that shit too.
Y'all like what kind of shit, man? You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ.
I mean, trying to give the world
Man.
you
That is something I've never.
said what?
I've never seen 2 black guys review Cheers, so that would be interesting.
Well, you know what I say. You ain't never met a nigga like me and shit. So
That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm. But thank y'all so much for watching this show. Oh, and the Wider Beat episode will go up tomorrow at 3:00 on the dots.
All right.
So why Larry Hagman almost left Dallas twice. Send that to your mom.
Yeah, she gonna watch it.
Mom's
Definitely.
You said your mom.
I'm gonna have her watch it.
I bet. I That's another one of
Yeah.
my favorite shows. Shit, too, Dallas.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Oh yeah.
like I said,
She
that's
can
not. It's not.
she that one she can relate to because she's a lover. She's a fan of that.
Yeah, I hate Dynasty.
Yeah, she loved Dynasty, so that was her thing.
True, true.
That you remember like yo like when they when Crystal and what's the girl name the one that she used to have the beef with on that show
Dominique.
um Joan Collins
Yeah.
character
Hold on. Joan Call. I forgot her name and shit.
when they had that fight and they were fighting in the pool and she called her a bitch that was like on the news, bro. That was like a major
I
thing
know.
on the news. I remember like watching that shit on like 5 years old, and I'm like, yo, they talking about a chick calling another chick a bitch on TV. That was like a major news story.
Yeah, because at the same time, it's like Dynasty just took the world by storm because the
Yeah,
people wanted that more escapism when it came to TV, and then everybody wanted to be rich in the '80s and shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That was like the first time they used like a curse word on TV
They said bitch before on Dallas, like 3 years before, man.
before, but they had
Yeah,
this shit on TV on like fucking the news. I'm like, are y'all serious, yo? Because she called the chick a bitch. Like Eddie Murphy was
bitch.
saying work on SNL. I'm like, how come they never talk about that?
Right. Hilarious. All right, but other than that, I hope everybody has a very, very, very good night. Appreciate this try as usual. I'm about to go meditate and watch me some Power for the night.
All right,
Peace.
peace.